You feel me?
For sure.
Good call.
So we were in Twin Forks, right? We were just leaving Twin Forks, so
You
we're
were
gonna hit.
leaving Twin Forks, and you were starting to head south, and you talked to a merchant caravan, and the guards gave you some information on a witch that lived in Whitehill,
Yeah,
and then there was a guy that was gonna try to fight you in the Thieves Guild slash tattoo parlor, but then somebody charmed him, and he said, "Oh well, here's the map," and the guy who owns it is in Bellamy,
Hmm.
and the back of the map said, "Have map, need amulet," and then the dickhead on the horse was heading to Calvin. So that's what's going on right now.
Hmm. There was a reason we had to stop in White Hill too. I don't remember, some lady.
Yeah, that was. She had a name, Gertie,
Dirty, thank you.
and she has maybe some insight on the amulet.
Yes. So I think that's what the plan was. I don't know when Aurora's going to be here. She's taking care of her fur baby.
Yep, but we need some survival. Okay, so Aurora has picked up Lothar's trail, and he is at a full gallop a few hours ahead, heading southwest. So, kind of in this direction.
so we could go try to find him first, because don't expect the witch or the other guy to go anywhere. He's the only one that seems like it's a time crunch at all, because he's just trying to ride away. But I don't think we'd catch him with a cart if he's at full gallop.
Huh? Yeah, you could. It makes no difference. A
Yeah,
wagon with one horse is the
Rule-
only thing that moves slower.
rules as written don't really.
Yeah, rules is written. It doesn't slow you down at all, and it's not like it's loaded down. It literally has me in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So if the terrain were different, it might slow you down a little bit more. But the terrain is not very difficult here.
I gotcha.
If somebody wants to cast long strider on the horses, we can make them move a lot faster.
I don't know if anybody has that. I'll take a look at Aurora. I don't know if anybody has
No,
a
I don't.
Strider.
I don't have it prepared. I could, but I don't have it prepared.
Yep, Aurora doesn't really have any spells.
Magic barbarian.
Yeah.
That's a thing, actually.
Nice.
Wild magic barbarians are a thing.
Everything is a thing. Because
If you
it's 5th
homebrew it-
edition and anything goes.
No, there are literally there's a subclass of barbarian that allows you to cast spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. That doesn't surprise me.
They're super utility based though. But the elemental damage to your weapons while you're raging is fucking dope.
For sure.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Try to run him down? He's only a couple hours ahead of us. He's gonna have to stop before we do.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
safe to assume he's going to stop in Calvin.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Just go and get him, because like the guy in Bellamy, if I remember right, that we're gonna go see, he's part of
He's a
fort or
lord.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's not going anywhere. The witch seemed probably lived in that town forever. Doubt that she's going anywhere. Lothar's the only one that's like trying to sneak away or do anything, so it probably makes the most sense to go after him first.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So hi-ho sober away.
Let's go.
So,
While we're traveling, will I have time for the 2 hours worth of ritual?
Yeah, you do. And the temperature
Okay.
plummets while you guys are traveling.
Okay.
So, you're going to need to get some shelter to rest tonight.
That's fine.
And you have arrived in Colvin, hot on his trail. According to Aurora, let me make one more roll. She is going to try to figure out. Okay, she's not going to lose his trail or anything, but she was trying to figure out how far ahead he was, and she was having a difficult time.
I'm also proficient, if that helps.
Go
anything.
guidance her.
Go ahead and roll one.
Guidance.
Guidance,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'll guidance myself and roll. Oh wait, I can just do it here. That makes more sense. Funk.
Oh, can I roll?
If you have survival, you definitely can.
Yeah. Proficient? Oh wow. Roll suck though.
Yep, not in my wheelhouse.
Oh, I thought I turned that grid off. I was going to turn off the grid in the town. Or maybe, no, I meant to leave it on.
You can make it invisible. You just change the color on the grid to translucent on the map layer. And we'll still move inside the grid.
Cool. Makes it look nice and clean.
This is not a 5-foot grid. This is a 20-foot grid. So just so you know,
That's fine.
your characters are out of scale.
We're
Wow.
giants!
So we're just gonna stomp through this town. We ain't scared. Our big ol' self.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
I smell the blood of an Englishman. Whoa. This children's fairy tale got dark fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They all do.
I know.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like,
It's exactly
when
my
you're not-
point.
when you're not reading the children's book version and you're actually looking at the fairy tales and what they become, they're all fucking dark as shit.
Yeah, they all do. Like, you know, Cinderella's stepsisters chopping off their toes to fit into the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I know. That's...
Snow White getting her heart cut out by the huntsman. The Little Mermaid committing suicide.
Or if you actually read.
I can keep going if you'd like.
I know. They just...
An opiate? You mean the opiate-induced fever dream that is Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, God.
So you guys arrive at Colvin after about a full day's travel, and you're pretty... you're in the shadow of the mountains, and so it's very, very dark.
Okay.
It was getting dark anyway, but it's like nighttime an hour and a half early here.
Touches my shield.
Okay, cool.
Standard operating procedure if it's dark and I can't see. It's the arcane flashlight, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm playing a character without dark vision. Guess where one of my cantrips is going?
Let me just blow a second level spell slot and cut your shield and cast darkness instead.
And Max.
Just to be an asshole. I see you light it up, and I was like, too much, too bright. Stop it.
That's the equivalent to a torch, bro.
So you guys are entering on the northeast corner here, and there's a church and a watchtower here. They've got a few well paved roads and a few dirt roads and some stuff in between like cobblestone. You do see a stable a little bit to your southwest. Looks
Probably
like
start
a good place to drop off your horses.
probably start there, and also ask if anybody just came through just a little bit before.
Yep. So to the stables.
So you tie up your horses and get them some oats and get them washed down and stuff. And fairly quickly, Bubbles is able to find Lothar's horse, and he has been lounging here for a while. He's already eaten, and he's just kind of chilling.
At the stable?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody care to take this that has a higher charisma than me?
Yeah, I guess I'll go. So we know what he looks like, so we know who Lothar is, right?
I don't think you've actually seen him yet, but I think you know enough about him to describe him. I don't know if you know exactly what he looks like, but
I feel like we would have asked. I think we asked like what he looked like from like some other people or whatnot wherever we were going through.
Yes, he matches the description of the suspect.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to him. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, good sir, we're new in town. I was wondering if you might share some knowledge about where some things are in here." Just try to start it off. Just
the stable hand.
Lothar.
Lothar's not here. His horse is here.
Okay.
Yeah. What we have here is the failure to communicate.
Yes.
But the stable hand can tell you a few things about the town. If you want to know what some of the areas around town are.
Yeah, and let him know that I'm gonna let him know we were trying to catch up to our friend. He left a little bit earlier than us, and we think he would have came through here just not too long before us. And we're trying to see, he's probably trying to get some food. Get a full belly, and we're trying to catch up to him. It would have been that horse over there.
Yes, I see. Well, he didn't really tell me where he was going, and I don't usually ask, but I know he's in town somewhere.
If you could just point us in the direction that he was heading whenever he left, we'd just love to catch up to him.
Southwest from here.
Is there any food establishments in that direction? I'm sure he'd be hungry around this time.
Well, the town square is in the middle of the. Oh, the floor got screwed up. Whatever. Town square is in the middle of town, right by the riverbank. And there's 2 taverns right by there. Let me grab my map key here. Doodly doo. Okay, so this is the Screaming Cockatrice, and this is the Lee Shore Tavern. This is a supply house that you can pick up basic equipment and stuff like that. This is the bank if you need to store your coinage. And there's a money changer across the river. And we have a temple to the goddess of travel, Lenona, and the goddess of wisdom. And we have a temple to Lirin, the goddess of the sea.
Oh shit. Go hang out with the traveler guy, but my god's here. Go to temple.
This is a military building. That's their barracks, and docks are on the south shore. And the circular structures you see are watchtowers.
Okay.
And then these areas that look like this are residential.
Yeah, I figured those ones would be. Well, thank you, sir. We'll probably start at the taverns. I'm sure our friend here he's got a little bit of a drinking problem, if you know what I mean. And I'll toss him like a silver. Thanks for the advice and everything, just in addition.
Yeah, and I'm going to give this stable hand there an additional gold piece to keep an eye on my shit in my wagon so it doesn't come up missing.
Hey.
We
You
appreciate
are-
it.
That for a stable hand, that's like a couple weeks worth of pay there for one gold piece. So
Yeah.
do me a favor, make sure nothing in that cart right there gets touched.
Ah, your goods are safe with old Davin. Fear not. Fear not, my foreign friend. I think I just heard Aurora get here, so I can
I
probably...
think so too.
Yep. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You good?
Take care of the dog.
It's okay, taking care of the fur babies.
She wouldn't take the rest of her pills, so I was telling Bubbles I had to resort to Burger King Bacon Burger to get her to eat the rest.
Effective.
Yeah.
Cheese is always a good go-to as well.
Oh yeah.
Shove it into a chunk of cheese and they'll wolf
Yeah,
that down.
It was one of those double ones with cheese and bacon, and I just put them
There you go.
face down on each other. She's passed out now.
Good. I hope she gets well
So-
soon.
Thank you. Me too. I'll probably be stepping away quite a bit actually tonight, even throughout the play, just to check on her and make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Because I have to make sure she doesn't roll on her sutures since they're so fresh, and I want to make sure she doesn't roll off the clean blanket that she's sleeping on right now.
Oh, such a good fur baby mom.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start at the taverns.
All right. So we just got to Colvin in pursuit of Lothar.
Oh, thank you.
Bubbles is gonna go pay her respects to Lyran real quick and maybe keep her ears open while she's there. Anything interesting?
Is this we're splitting the party already?
Uh,
Alright.
I'm gonna donate 5 gold to Lyran.
Okay. Okay, when you do that, you have a vision, and it looks like this.
Shit. Okay. Okay. I have any like feelings of ambiance? Like, is this underwater in my vision or anything like that?
It just seems to be sitting on like some kind of marble floor with some bags of coins around it, maybe, or gems, or who knows what.
Interesting goggles. Right. Is there like a priest or equivalent here?
A what equivalent?
A priest or pastor at the church?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I guess I'll talk to them. Give me a couple minutes to think of questions you can put other people.
Okay, well, let's cut to the tavern. You are in a dark, smoky, crowded tavern where night traders come to relax, and they relax hard. You look around and you find some fairly high stakes card games, some arm wrestling contests, dagger tossing, and other surly activities. The bartender nods in. Uh, the bartender nods as the group enters. All the serving girls seem to be busy, so the bartender comes over himself and takes the party's order.
I'll just grab a beer, and I'll ask them and kind of describe Lothar, and see if they might have noticed anybody that came in matching his description or not.
Oh, I might have noticed. So what's it worth to you?
I'll put a gold on the table.
Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna need more like 100.
100?
I will
100.
reach in my bag and count out 10 platinum pieces for him.
All right, now you're speaking my language. I dig the way you do business, man.
There's no problem. Information is never free.
Lothar is one nasty customer. Consorts with things from the sea. You see. That ain't natural. He'll pay for that one day. Yeah, Lothar blew through here 20 minutes ago, looking scared. Funny, I ain't never seen Shiv scared before. He mumbled something about getting the boat out of here, and took off towards the docks. Didn't even finish his ale, not like him. If you're after Lothar, there's nothing wrong with that. You'll need a boat to follow him. I know someone who's got one, but it'll cost you. Another 100 for me and 500 for the boat. Let's see.
That is rather pricey, good sir, for a boat.
The captain's name is Mel Westwind, and not that he needs the fare, but he has more than he can ever spend in his lifetime. But he likes the challenge. If you decide to take the offer, remember, Lothar consorts with things that rule the water. You may be going on a really dangerous sail. Arnold lets out a great booming laugh and tells you to think about the offer while he serves his customers, and he'll be back later after you've had a few.
So what do you think, Vasily?
I'm thinking if he consorts with things from the water, is it the top half that is the woman or the bottom half?
I think it's always the top half. I don't think there is any.
I mean, because they could have human legs, fish upper half.
No, see, there's no human. There's no human plumbing down there. There's no.
No,
there's
I was just
no cash and prizes.
I was trying to be funny.
There's no baby chamber.
I think that if he left 20 minutes ago to the docks,
so,
odds are the ship has not sailed yet.
Mermaids have got to lay eggs, so right? Isn't that's got to be how they reproduce?
I think that's I'm pretty sure of it.
I don't really know, but
I don't really know either. But I'd rather not think about it. That's kind of weird.
I don't know. Rule 34, where there's a will, there's a way.
Well,
this
yeah,
is true.
Yeah. I mean, we know that, but I mean, as a race, just as a general rule, like they've got to lay eggs. That's the only way that I think it would work. I
don't know. Some fish do give live young.
This is true.
Or
And then are they like seahorses where they carry them around in mouth?
I don't know. Maybe they...
Surely not. Surely not.
There's like little teeny like sea people. He's running around looking like a chipmunk. I'm sorry.
I think they start that small. It's so crazy to grow to like human size, but you'd be like just.
Well, I mean, you think about it. Like parrotfish start like that, and sailfish, and they get enormous, bro. Sailfish get bigger than humans, and they start little teeny tiny little, you know. So you never know.
But
at any rate,
humanoid.
we got sidetracked on the biology of mermaids.
Man.
I would think that if he only left 20 minutes ago, odds are the ship has not sailed yet. And we should probably make haste to the docks rather than wait for... He already gave us the information that we need, whether he realizes it or not.
And we could always come back for the offer if need be, I'm sure.
But I think it would be better to cut him off at the pass.
Yeah.
Did you have any questions for the priests?
Oh, you said Bubbles, sorry. Yeah, so... Guess I don't need to have a whole roleplay thing here, but basically I have questions for you, Father, blah blah blah, traveling.
Yes, my child, what is it?
Find myself... I don't know why, but when I write, it doesn't feel corny, and when I try to say it out loud, it sounds super corny. But,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm so much better at role-playing in text. But, anyway, I've been traveling far from the sea for many days now, weeks, whatever, and I find myself homesick. I'm just happy to see the Church of Lyran here. I was praying Lyran, and they showed me a trident to accompany on my travels as I do journey far from the sea, so that I may feel connected still to Lyran and the sea. I was wondering if you could maybe help me find this trident that calls to me. I only have a vision of an image.
Oh, yes. Wave. You have seen Wave, the trident. That is an artifact forged by a crazy wizard who once levied taxes on this land and left the land overburdened with taxes many generations ago. He forged a few artifacts that were mysteriously hidden away. It's unknown where their location is now. If it's calling to you, then it must sense your presence. Perhaps it could even be nearby, although I don't know that for sure. But I do know that this is the trident that Charybdis made.
Well, just a little nudge to you, Father, if you think of any ways to help me locate this item. I did notice in my vision some of gold nearby that I do not have much use for. So, can think of anything.
Do you have the old Grognard? The old Grognard's waving his hands at you. I hate to interrupt your roleplay.
What is it?
Is that the wave? Like, the
wave. How many tridents called Wave are there?
Well, it could have just been, I just want to know if that is the wave.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one.
That's all the more detail you guys are getting for that. I'm not going to, yeah.
Don't make me do a Google search.
You can just look in the items.
I only shared it with you, and I took the text off of it, so it's just a picture. You're the only one who can see it right now.
Oh my god, I have that! Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I am going to... Okay, Father, is there a place here where I can quietly pray for some time?
There sure is. You can pray wherever you like. This is
I'm gonna
this
go
is a house of worship.
I completely forgot I had locate object, and I talk about it at the end of last session, but I'm gonna, like, spend some time locating object. See if I can suss out.
Locate object is only 1,000 feet.
Okay, well, hopefully it's within 1,000 feet.
If it's within 1,000 feet, it will find it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not within 1,000 feet, it will not find it.
Right.
So.
I'm going to try to find it. It's within 1,000 feet.
The priest does tell you that the trident you saw has a special connection to Liren.
Okay, I will pray to Liren as I cast locate object. Help me, Liren.
Well, you can almost see half the extent of the spell on this map. The bad news is it's not in the range of the spell, so it's not within 1,000 feet. The good news is that Liren has been it's been hidden from her sight. She's been cut off from it, and right now she can't connect with it. So that probably means it's moving interdimensionally. So I guess that wasn't actually good news, was it? So.
Okay.
As soon as the bartender said he left 20 minutes ago, Shu will tap on his shoulder, and that's all they see. But I'm going to tell my imp to go head to the docks to go see if he can find the man described as Lothar out there, and just like dash to it. Since he's got a flying speed of 40, he can get there faster than we can. And before we head out there,
I'll also send my steed with it, because I can also communicate with my steed.
Can you make the imp ride the steed?
Aurora found the graveyard, just so you know.
Fitting.
Fucking weirdo.
Is this a merry-go-round? Because it really looks like one, and I was hoping it was.
It's a tent.
Damn it.
Is there a merry-go-round in the tent?
Negative.
Well, have you ever been to a Renfest? There's some wooden merry-go-rounds that work. It's actually pretty impressive how they work.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no. I was
they got
really
dudes in the center of it on the Wheel of Pain.
Yeah, no, they're just like, we at least did a few gears, so it's not as bad, but I'm sure that shit still sucks.
Yeah, they're full-scale Conan in that shit around.
Yeah, no, they're big dudes moving it. Like, they were buff as shit, man.
So like full-scale Conan pushing the Wheel of Pain.
Did you ever hear the commentary on Conan? Oh my gosh. It's so unintentionally funny. It's
what, the director's commentary?
And it's Arnie. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, the director's part is pretty, like, it's just pretty much a straight commentary, and Arnold's is too, but he's like being so unintentionally funny that it becomes like its own entertainment. Like, just listening to it, like when he's talking about the Wheel of Pain, everybody wants to push the Wheel of Pain and become Conan and stuff like that.
Yeah, everybody wants to push it.
Yes.
But they are too puny, they are not Arnold.
Exactly. It's really funny. I mean, if you ever get the chance to watch it, just watch it. You'll see what.
Okay. Well, now I know that I have to buy a DVD copy of Conan with the director with the commentary on it.
It's good.
That's a thing that has to happen now, because that movie's unintentionally funny anyway.
Yeah, James Earl Jones is awesome. He's tremendous in that movie. And
James Earl Jones is tremendous in every movie.
Yeah,
just like he was in The Sandlot.
Doop.
I'm like, James Earl Jones is good in everything.
So Command and Conquer, he was okay in. He was kind of phoning it in on Command and Conquer, but
oh well, it's Command and Conquer.
Yeah, I don't fault him for that.
It's a video game movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, back in the day, video game movies, like, the video game movies are just now breaking out of the stigma that was made back in the day. Other than like OG Mortal Kombat was pretty good. I'll give it to that.
Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guile. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. No, like, those were pretty good. But, like, other than those, like, most video game movies have been pretty much misses until, like, recently in the last, like, 5 years or so. Even, like, Assassin's Creed, which I thought they would be able to do pretty decently, was kind of bad.
Well, yeah, at any rate. So,
Off to the docks.
Off to the docks.
I'll leave whatever the cost was for the beer and the tip.
We gave that dude 100 gold. He can fucking get wrecked on his tip.
All right, let's go.
That's my philosophy on that one. We already paid you, son. Get wrecked.
I'm going to, since Aurora and Bubbles aren't here, I'll message them that we're heading to the docks to find Lothar.
Okay.
Just so they know.
So I'm done praying. I'll join them at the docks.
Since before we got there, did my imp find him or see him or the horse or anything like that?
Yeah, your imp would have gotten there ahead of you guys, and you will be... I don't know if he talks to you or if you see through his eyes or how that works, but...
well, he can speak any language that you can speak, including Infernal, and he can see and hear through his eyes the same way a familiar. So he's blind and deaf while he's looking through his eyes, but he can do it from anywhere on the same plane of existence, unlike a familiar, which is 100 feet range.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no boats there, and if he was there, he's already left. So,
are there any boats at the dock that I'm at?
There are not any boats at the dock that you're at. Everybody make a insight check.
Okay.
Random check.
Please be good.
Can I guidance myself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hit it with some guidance.
Okay, 12.
15.
Everybody rolled like a 12.
Well, 15 with guidance.
Oh, yeah.
So Gayer is noticing that, in fact, for a fishing village, there's no boats here at all. Also, for a fishing village that should be kind of poor, like, everything looks like they're kind of rich. The houses all look really nice, and the, I mean, it's not, like, perfect, but it's something you would expect to see in, like, a mid-sized city as opposed to a fishing village.
Did the priest say how long ago that, like, wizard guy that was doing all the money stuff, how long ago that was?
A few generations.
Over a millennium ago.
Oh, never mind.
The wizard rose to power in the valleys of the northern mountains, bringing the local warlords under his thumb with gruesome threats.
Okay. Probably not that. I turn into a shark. I'll jump in the water and then turn into a shark. See if there's weird shit in the water. Should I not do that?
Definitely go with your gut.
You're circling the moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I can swim.
No, it's fine. it's pretty cold, but it's fine.
Did you
I
turn
think
into
I
a
can
freshwater or saltwater shark?
breathe water.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm amphibious. I can breathe water because of my race.
Not really.
I'm not even gonna
beat myself up over saltwater versus freshwater. If you can go in the water, you can go in the water.
Okay.
For a PC, I mean, you won't find other sharks in there, but.
Just want to see if there's anything weird since there's like, I don't know, no boats. The place we can't see.
No, so as you swim around, no, you don't really see anything weird or any boats or anything like that.
Are there like animals or is there just nothing?
Oh, no, I mean, like, there's, like, fish in the water and stuff,
Okay.
like normal river stuff, but...
Alright, I'll get out.
Okay, now you're freaking cold.
Okay.
And
we'll cast bonfire.
You're gonna need to do something about that, because...
Anybody have a prestidigitation and meditations?
Yeah, I was gonna walk up to her and I was just gonna do prestidigitation to get the water off her.
Okay.
Works.
You can also warm her with that.
Yeah,
And
I'll get the water
also-
off and then I'll warm her.
It's bonfire, but okay.
I mean, the bonfire helps all of us. Thank you.
Like bonfires.
Do any
I
of these
grew up
buildings...
somewhere much colder than this.
Do
And so
any
your
of these
beard looks
buildings
like
look
you
out of
blew a
place?
seal.
Any of these buildings have what?
So you said it looks a lot nicer than it typically would for a fishing village. Do any of these buildings like stand out amongst any of the others?
There's nothing that really stands out in comparison to the others. They're all just kind of, I don't know, not uniformly, but they're pretty much at a roughly equal level of strangely affluent.
And would any of us know like what their main export is, at least to everybody else's knowledge?
It's fish.
Yes, fish.
Their main export is fish.
They could be selling high-end caviar. I don't know.
That is possible. What was that?
Little house. What's this house over here?
That is the harbor master's house, or well, not his house, but his office, I guess.
Anybody work?
Yeah, well, let's...
Got any ships?
Yeah, right.
Hold on 1 second here. Okay.
Don't know if he would be in this late.
True.
I'll just tap into the crystal and tell Bubbles to see if she can ask how long ago the last ship set sail.
So this is Mel Westwind. And yeah, he introduces himself as Captain Mel Westwind and asks what he can do for the party.
I was just excuse me. I was looking for a sailing boat to maybe somewhere. But I noticed there's no boats in the harbor and there's no fish to buy. What's going on here?
I didn't say there were no fish to buy, but there are no boats in the harbor.
I'm used to buying my fish off of boats in real life. That's bad.
Yeah. I see.
Where are the boats, buddy? Where are your boats?
Okay, well, Westwind has a ship, and he can have it ready to go quickly if you're looking to pursue Lothar. Lothar's out of here, and good riddance if you ask me.
How did he know? Okay.
Oh, I thought you said... I'm sorry. I thought you asked about Lothar.
I couldn't remember his name, but hey, let's pretend like I did.
Lothar.
But yeah, he has a ship, and
All
when,
the hill people.
Where
he-
is this ship? I don't see any ships.
Oh, it's an invisible ship. It's just like an invisible airplane from like way back in comics. Was it Wonder Woman or whatnot that had one?
Well,
Yeah.
if he can't tell me where his ships currently are, can he tell me when the last one left?
the last one left not 30 minutes ago, and
Is it
basically it's a scoundrel cutthroat guy heading out of town, and the harbor master's not real fond of him. He does tell you though
Sure.
that he provides a lot of riches and accoutrements and kickbacks to the town, and the town largely likes him.
okay?
But you don't.
No, I think he's a scum.
How many men did he have with him when he left?
None. He had no men with him.
It's hard
Damn,
to
whatever.
Sail a boat?
just by yourself.
What kind?
Must be a small.
Yeah. Were there any colors the ship was sailing? Like any? I don't know enough boating
Any
terms.
heraldry?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you
What's the
think
size of his... Alright.
Do you think
Well-
you could track him?
Pirates or mercenaries would not fly colors until they absolutely had to.
Yeah.
They would do their best to disguise themselves as a merchant vessel. This is not. This legitimately, my character would know this shit.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking sailor. I should know this shit.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if he left with any type of a merc band, or they would try their best. They would disguise themselves as best, like privateers, etc. They would do their best to disguise the ship, so it probably wouldn't have any colors flying when they left port. And they wouldn't have any colors flying when they came in either.
Could I ask the harbor master to see if does he think that he could follow Lothar? We're also
Yeah,
searching
he
for
is
them.
pretty sure he could.
What would be the price? I'm assuming your services are not free.
You know, I've got more money than I will ever spend. I really don't like the bastard. I'll do it for free.
Oh, well,
Yeet.
Well then,
works.
sounds like we got ourselves a plan. When could we head out?
I can have her seaworthy inside of 30 minutes.
All
And
right.
before you go and do that, do you know what direction he was heading? I mean, it looks like you can only go south, but I'm not
Southeast.
sure what's southeast. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, I bet you if you climb the tower and grab yourself a spyglass, you can still spot him. If you've got a good dark vision ability.
I'll go do that.
I'll send my M up, and I'll just send him up higher than the tower, and see if he can see if I can spot anything through his eyes.
Okay.
Warg into him.
I'll go up and do it as well.
Borgin. Let me take just a quick bio break and grab a refill on my drink, and I'll be back shortly. Not a full break,
Okay.
but like a quick break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go check on the dog. I'll be right back.
All I
Need
can
more
say. Yeah, this shouldn't be a big deal. I'll have to get my shit, because if I can get a short rest in, I can start work on his shit today.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll give you time to bring the cart here. We can.
Well, it's 8 hours of travel, and then you usually have 8 hours of downtime during the day.
Yeah.
So, before bed, so yeah, I can get started on his shit. Just load the steel on. We don't need to take the cart and the horses with us onto a ship.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But, wave, yeah, you want that in your life. That's all I have to say about that. You want all of of that in your life.
Cool.
Yeah, depending on what he changed, that was a artifact from 2nd edition.
Find out about it when he.
Yep.
It's me. I don't like spoilers.
Yep. I'm not giving you
Metagaming.
any spoilers. That's just all I'm saying. Is it the wave? That's what I was asking. I've been playing for so long, it's fucking hard for me to not know the stats on shit.
I can tell.
I've been playing off and on since I was in 7th grade. And I'm 42, so... I'm a nerd, it's okay.
It's okay, I'm a weeb.
Same.
Same thing, different generation. I knew you. I kind of figured that though, Shu, when he sent me the pictures to make the to make your tokens with.
Did you recognize who it was?
Yeah, it's fucking homeboy from Devil May Cry. I forget what his name is, but
V. It's just
V from Devil May Cry. That's right. But you sent me some fan art that was like super anime-y.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't work, and like a lot of that stuff doesn't work for making tokens with.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much cropping, and you can't. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard. So I knew who it was. That's why you ended up with the.
Yeah, you did good, man. I like it.
No, I was like, that's why you ended up with the picture there that you ended up with, because I was like, I know exactly who the fuck that is.
No, I loved 5, man. 5 was so good. I just loved all the Devil May Cries, to be honest. Except for 2. Fuck 2. And fuck the remake.
I only played the first one way back on the original PlayStation.
Gotcha.
But I recognized it from, wasn't it 5 that he was in?
Yeah, it's DMC 5. Yeah, he's actually Virgil.
Yeah.
Or what?
I didn't play it, but my nephew did, and that's where I recognized it from.
I gotcha. Yeah, he's like if you haven't been playing him, I'm sure you don't mind spoilers or whatnot. But if you do, I'll stop.
No, I tend to play mostly like roguelites, and RPGs.
Dead Cells.
Like I've been on Hades for a hot second.
Yeah. Hades is hot, man. It's good. Dead Cells, Hades, Salt and Sanctuary. Looking forward to Salt and Sacrifice coming out.
Yep. I'm a big fan of Slay the Spire too. Play way too much of that game.
Dude, no, my friend found that and I got it on Switch and I'll play that like on downtime at work or whatnot. It's just so fun. Slay the Spire is great.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of MMOs and shit. Yeah, I used to do a lot of MMOs, but I just anymore they're so pay to win, and I just don't have the fucking attention span for them. So
yeah, well, if you don't want to pay to win one, 14's not. It's pretty balanced overall. Even like the classes that
something weird happened to my audio. It got really quiet while I was away.
That's not good. That's weird.
I'm gonna shut it. I'm gonna shut Discord and start it back up.
And stuff like that. So like if you do want to try it, you don't even have to pay into it or anything like that. So
yeah, that's cool.
Or the first expansion and the first whole game. First whole game's hard because if you know anything about 14, it had a very troubled past. But it turned itself around and people are like saying it's finally dethroned. WoW.
I got it.
The only MMO that I still mess with anymore is Warframe, and it's because it's so single serving that.
Oh yeah,
Warframe. You play. Great. Yeah, like 4,000 hours in that game.
Dude, I remember playing it like way back at the beginning, and it was the this buggy mess, but they've done so good at like just fucking adding and adding and adding and just like doing new shit and all that
New
kind of
War
stuff.
comes out on the 15th, so pretty hyped about that. But yeah, I don't really fuck with too many games anymore. I just mostly, like I said, I do like roguelites, stuff that you play for like 15 minutes and go about your day.
I'm really excited for Elden Ring though. That's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, I need games I can jump in and jump out. I can't do a commitment right now.
Yeah.
I feel. I have no responsibilities other than bills, so let's go.
I got some cookies while I was downstairs.
Cookies are always good. Yeah, so we're gonna run to the stables then while he's getting the ship set up, so I can load that shit onto here real quick because I can work on it while we travel.
Sounds good. I'll throw a character on here for the captain.
I'm gonna assume that there's crew running the sails.
Whoa.
Even though I think Bubbles could do that. Wow, that's a big character for the captain.
Oh, I put everybody on the map layer.
He's enormous.
Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't move my token.
Okay, let's try that again. Ah. There we go. The party boards the ship. It's emblazoned on the hull with the even keel. And they are quickly on their way. Westwind runs a goods ship, fast and true. It quickly becomes apparent to the party that Lothar doesn't have a prayer of escape. The day has been cold, but the wind has been in your favor. And as you're beginning to kind of get into the home stretch of overtaking Lothar, big cloud in the sky appears out of nowhere, and rain starts to pour down. Pretty quickly.
Real quick. I gather the party around real quick and cast water walking just in case we capsize.
Definitely not gonna say no to that.
Yeah, that's fucking useful. I'm gonna ask Bubbles, does it feel good to be back on a ship?
Ah.
Guess we're gonna have to start calling you Captain now.
Captain Lord Bubbles.
Lord Captain Bubbles.
Lord Captain.
I need a little bit more map here. I'm gonna...
Would we be able to see Lothar's ship from where we are now?
Yeah, you're pretty close at this point, so...
And is that cloud encompassing his ship as well, or just ours?
Well, it's kind of blocking everything. Like, it's making it hard. You couldn't really discern if it was or wasn't. You know, it's kind of making it hard to see, so...
Okay.
Would this be too hard? So if he's within eye shot, would this be too hard for my imp to fly in for the fly far in? Like
the weather got too too rough too fast.
Yeah. Okay.
For him to fly.
Yeah, I assumed with it just starting raining, but I thought I'd ask anyways, just to be sure.
But yeah, it's not very conducive to flying.
Still invisible. Nobody knows he's there. Just saying. You just might see me doing weird things here and there.
Either that is unfortunate luck or they have a high-level caster on board.
Or there's a water elemental. The map always gives spoilers.
Oh, there is a water elemental. Holy shit. Okay.
Sorry. I'm gonna collapse it.
Do we need to go ahead and do that initiative, Thor, since you just cast it yourself?
Yes, out of the churning, angry water rises a very angry water elemental. The elemental attacks the ship, the crew, and the party. It is very apparent that unless you kill it or drive it off, the ship will sink. The rough water is making it difficult to get real good footing.
As we see the water elemental attack, going to ask Bubbles, assuming she would know more about this stuff, what is that thing and how do we deal with it?
Oh. Do I know?
I don't know if you would know or not, but
Oh no.
you are a water genasi, right?
Yeah, which
and you're a sailor, so I assume
I don't. You're a sailor. Water. You're a water genasi, and eventually you'll be able to transform into one of those things.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So
there's no way of I don't know if my character has specifically seen that. Like maybe I know it's water.
Well, yeah, you might know of it though, or you might have heard of things like it, especially I'm assuming being a druid and everything like that.
Yeah. So, what
I assume you know more about the planes than what we do.
Hope so.
But that might be on a history check.
Not my history box.
Nature or Arcana.
Yeah, any of those.
Oh, I have nature. Okay.
Does nature tell you about water elementals?
Well, that's really your call there. What's gonna be? Because that used to be a knowledge of the planes thing. But that's really your call. The thing is that she is a sailor. She is a water genasi. She is, in a couple of levels, capable of turning into one of those things at level 10.
Well, yeah, for her, I think it's pretty reasonable to think she probably knows about it.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why I was like, that's your call there, DM.
Yeah, like as soon as I see it, she might actually have some information that would help our characters, because I know my character's never seen shit like this before.
Definitely share what she knows, whatever. I personally don't know that much about water elementals, so I don't even know.
Elementals are incarnations of the element that make up the universe: air, earth, fire, and water. They are only conjured by magic, and this is not their home plane. A water elemental is a cresting wave that rolls across the ground, becoming nearly invisible as it courses through larger bodies of water. It engulfs creatures that stand against it, filling their mouths and lungs as easily as it smothers flame.
Ugh.
It can enter a hostile creature's space, and it can be in the same space as any creature, and It can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing. If the elemental takes cold damage, it partially freezes and its speed is reduced by 20 feet until its next turn. The end of its next turn. It has a slam attack that does bludgeoning damage. It will grapple you and try to drown you.
Okay. I'll basically just shout, don't let it drown you, try to freeze it if you can.
So, Shu, you can go ahead first.
Okay. I'm gonna move up a little closer. And, does that work that way? Where's it? Sorry. Okay, yeah, I can. Cool.
Oh, and you all have to make a dexterity check as you move. Dexterity save as you move.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's rocking the fucking boat. Let me do that.
That is going to be a fail. So...
With the 16?
Oh, I didn't see that there were 2. No, that's a pass.
Yeah, I accidentally hit it twice. I apologize.
That's a pass.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take a pepper out of my pocket. I'm going to put it up on my shoulder. And you'll see like just a piece of it disappear as I say some stuff and do some stuff with my hands. And I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on the imp. And I'm going to give him cold damage. And tell him to try to stay as far away as he can, but to try to freeze him on when he can.
How are you running this familiar? That it goes after him on the same turn, or that it has its own initiative?
I think we'll do it just so it goes on your turn.
Okay.
It's probably the easiest way.
My turn? Okay. Well, I'll do my stuff first, and then I'll do him. That was a bonus action. And so I guess I'll just try my hand at casting Eldritch Blast on... Oh, wait. Wait, no, that's a bonus action as well. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just cast that Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first one hits, the second one does not.
Okay. I'm going to move the imp. Do I have action at the end? No, I don't. Okay. Let's see here.
The imp's fly speed is 40.
Yeah. I'm just going to move the imp 15 feet away. Just anywhere that's closest to the boat, 15 feet away from
the
water element. And yeah, like that's perfectly fine. And he's going to do that, and so that'll be a DC for him. It should be DC 15. Let me find it again. Let's just do that. And I don't know if both went or not. No. Oh, I choose the damage. That's fine.
Okay, so that's 12 cold damage. And we'll put him as slowed. Okay. Anything else for Shu and his imp?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, I'm going to try to set that imp so that you can control him.
Okay, perfectly fine.
But, Aurora, you go ahead.
Uh, 16 dex save pass?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, I'll move up to here. And can I use my... You can't hold a bonus action, correct? It's just an action?
I don't.
Yeah, you cannot ready a bonus action. Rules is written.
I don't really
Okay.
know. I'll go with no.
Okay. Can I use my action for further movement?
You have to dash if you want more movement.
Which she can hold her action to dash.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will bonus action rage, and then I'll hold my action to dash here in case it gets any closer to the boat and the people on it.
Okay, but you're raging now, and then you're just gonna...
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not a waste, but I got some to spare.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Alrighty, then if that's it for Aurora, Bubbles, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Storm. It's a 40-foot radius. I want the edge of the circle to be a square. 40 feet out that way. That way it's like right next to the boat, but not on the boat.
Do your dex save first.
Do I? Oh, I thought it was just for moving.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're not moving at all. Then yes, you're good. You can just cast
Okay.
150
Sleet Storm.
feet range on that thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She don't gotta move nowhere.
The center would be this one. I can't even. What?
Like that?
Right, 40-foot
40-foot.
radius, not
Yeah, so
diameter.
it'd be twice the size
Okay.
of that.
So this would be the center then. Oh, that's tiny. What? Yeah, 40-foot radius. Okay.
So like that?
A little bit further down. Can you see the line that I drew?
No, I can't see anything. Oh,
Oh, okay.
I see it now. Okay, so it's kind of
The
like
lines.
So 5 feet to the right and it'll be perfect. Wait, no. You were right. My bad. Yeah. That's good. Just leave it. Sleep storm. Had a day, guys. Sorry, my brain's tired.
Rip imp.
All good. Long week.
Bye, Imp.
Rip
Sorry,
imp.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's see.
It's only when it starts its turn there. It was already there, so it didn't enter it.
True.
Oh, okay. It doesn't even... Okay, I didn't even need to do that save. And that was the wrong save anyway. Oh, but do you have a few drops of water?
I don't think so.
Gayer, your turn.
Okay. Weird question. Are we moving, and if so, how fast is the boat moving?
Well, you're kind of at a wash with the activity that just kicked up. So you kind of lost your forward momentum, and they're just trying to keep things stable now.
But, like, I guess my question is, if I made it to where this water elemental couldn't move, would our boat lead it?
No, not until the waters die down.
Okay.
Which
I'm
is not going to happen until you kill the elemental.
So I need to make a dex saving throw?
If you're going to move, yeah.
Move.
Uh,
Nat 1.
You have fallen, and you can't get up. Oh, that was a deep cut right there.
Okay.
You actually can get up. You can use half your movement and get back up and try again.
Let's go again.
So many references.
Okay, so that's half your movement. And are you gonna move again? Okay, so you are moving, and you're all good. So you can have your 15 feet.
And I'll use bonus action. Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Do I have a... There go my animals again. We got a new kitten, and she's like fighting with everybody.
A 24 to hit for 12 force damage.
She's like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you.
The issue is her sleet storm creates a area that is heavily obscured. So looking into it, you would have no idea where it is. You're effectively blinded while trying to see anything inside of it.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, let's see. He did roll a 24 to hit it, so even with obscurement, that's well over the AC.
Heavily obscured is different than lightly obscured gives an AC bonus. Heavily obscured is just flat disadvantage, which means he nat 1.
I gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Such a small little piece of text I missed.
Yeah, the entire area is heavily obscured.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Yeah. Yeah, so
which means
so if you're looking in here, it counts as blindness.
Yeah, we can't see from the outside, and he can't see more than 5 feet in front of him. The water elemental, unless he has blind sight.
You could still hit him, hypothetically, but...
Yeah, it's just at disadvantage to try to hit him.
Okay. Dexterity save. And he is knocked prone. And his movement is reduced enough that I think all he can really do is... Nope, he's got some movement. He can unprone himself and... So I've got 40, 90, minus 20. Yeah, so he's actually got enough to get out of that sleet storm completely. And he is going to slam the boat, and everybody make a dexterity save.
Oh.
If you're within 5 feet, or maybe 10 feet, you get to add a +5 to your save.
15.
23.
20 for me.
Okay. Alrighty. That was a big hard hit that rocked the boat, but you all managed to stay standing. The captain and his crew are working frantically to keep the boat on track and keep it from sinking. So we are on Vasili's turn now.
Yes. Raising my holy symbol, a beam of light streaks out from my hand as I upcast Guiding Bolt. And of course I would roll a 13. Why wouldn't I? Please tell me that hits.
13 does hit.
Score.
They don't have the highest armor class in the world.
Yeah, I don't remember what their AC is. Either way, it was just hit for 25, and it now shines a bright light that gives anybody who attacks an advantage. The next attack roll made against it is an advantage.
Just the next one?
Yeah, it's just the next attack action taken
Okay.
against it is an advantage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep, the next attack roll, but yeah, either way.
Oh. So
Okay, he is out of there.
okay. Okay, so I'm going to bonus action do Hexblade's Curse.
Actually, I guess that's still there.
No, where is it at? Where is it at?
You add your proficiency to damage.
Yeah, I was just gonna link it, but yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Hexblade's Curse. There's no save or anything like that. I'm gonna tell my imp to do the same thing that he did last time, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast because I'm a one trick.
Warlock go burr. That's
Pretty much. Not very good. So on the first one, on the second one, I'm gonna do favorable to the gods. Oh yeah, I forget that it doesn't even do it whenever I do it like that. Oh, okay, cool. I don't think it hits, but I'll need another dex save from him.
The favor of the gods takes it up to your second Eldritch Blast. It takes it up to 11, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that will not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They're easy to hit, but not that easy.
Okay. Then I'll need the damage for that spell. Okay. And we do cold. And it takes 7 more cold damage.
So it's slowed again. And okay, anything else?
No, I think that's everything I can do.
Alright then, it's Aurora's turn.
And you said it's a +5, being within 10 feet of you, Gare?
Yep.
Alright, this is a 9.
Nope, you're gonna have to fall over with a 9.
Alright, I will use half my movement to get back up. And just move there. And wait. I'm not gonna rage again until it gets closer.
You have to do
Around the
another
ship.
dexterity save.
Okay.
Because you might not move anywhere. Okay, so that gets the +5 as well, right? So that's a 14.
Yeah.
So that is good. You're good on that one.
It's 10 feet, so actually I don't think it is within his range. It's, sorry,
Whoa.
I'm 15 feet away from him.
You weren't when you stood up
Oh,
and started
sweet.
moving.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for Aurora?
No, I'll just continue to hold my action to dash and if he gets on the ship. I'm useless long range.
Okay. What's the range on thrown weapons again?
It'll say, I think it's usually 80 feet is the maximum. I think 20 feet is like the range where you don't have any penalties. That's usually the way
Okay.
it is, but it'll say in the weapon description.
So for ice knife, would it be 60? Oh, did that even?
That's just a blank line. I don't know what that is.
What the hell? There it goes.
Range is 60 feet.
Yeah, that's a
Throwing or
that's
No.
a spell. It's
It's a spell.
Yeah, that one's special.
okay. So that means I need to get close. Dex save. I think I'm 80 feet from him right. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good to
I'll
go
be
on
right
the
back.
dex save.
She got her sea legs.
Yeah.
Sailor would be fine.
And 30, and then I will ice knife and throw it. What should I even roll for throwing this?
You just roll the attack for your ice knife.
It'll say in the spell description, make a ranged attack. So it's
On your port where it says core on your thing. Yeah, there you go. You can just click where it says ice knife and it'll auto do it.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Why are you rolling with bless up?
because I have guidance.
Guidance doesn't work on attack rolls.
Guidance doesn't work on attack rolls, and it
The global
legitimately.
skill modifier that showed up, I didn't put it there, so
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it still would have hit regardless, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I can fix the global thing.
You just click uncheck just untick the little tick mark.
I got it.
Will that untick it for everything or just for attacks? Because I like that it auto does it.
Just for attacks. I'll put it black. I'll put it back on bless. I'll put it back on saves. God, I can talk, I swear. Yeah, okay, so it's on the save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay. You can always add it back in under any of the global modifiers. I must have just left it on. When you tell the character sheet to put the global modifier field in, it turns it on with a 1d4 bless for some reason.
Yeah, automatically it puts bless and guidance automatically on the sheets underneath the modifiers.
And I must have forgotten to turn it off. So it's just there so you can use it for, when you do use bless or guidance or whatever. But I mean, you can also just do it in your head, obviously. So, but anyway, yeah, I got the ice knife damage in there already. So, because you hit with or without the bless, so so you're good.
That big 11.
Anything else for Bubbles?
I don't have any bonus actions now.
Okay. Alright, Gayer, your turn.
I'm going to cast Bless on Bubbles, Vasily, and Aurora.
Awesome.
Now that you got that taken off, go ahead and put it back on, please.
Hooray!
And then I will bonus action. I will spiritual weapon. I'll move it 20 feet and right up on it and try to penetrate it again.
Well, that's the word you choose, knowing what your spiritual weapon is.
Yes. Would you have it in the other way?
Absolutely not.
7 force damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Actually, if I can do a little movement, I'm going to move up a bit so that way I can keep everybody kind of within 10 feet.
Yep, as long as you can do a dexterity saving throw.
I'll never roll an at one again.
Lightning never strikes twice.
See, I'm fine.
Okay. Then it is now the water elemental's turn. So, 1 slam against the boat to keep it messed up, and 1 slam against Aurora, which will not hit. The boat is definitely taking some damage, though.
Do we need to make deck saves on the slam attack on the boat again?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good... Oh, Vasily fell over.
Surprise, surprise, Captain Dexterity.
I got an 11
Feel you.
total.
Shu fell over too.
20.
Aurora is fine. Gayer is fine. Bubbles is... Oh, wait a minute. That was the earlier one, right? I think she said she had to go do something or other.
No, that was after your slam attack.
Yeah, it was after.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Never mind. Well, I guess you passed the fuck out of it then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sea legs.
Cool. Then
Okay.
we are on to Vasily.
Literally gonna crawl on my belly forward.
Okay. You can
Now I'm
do
gonna
that.
stand up.
You can do that.
Like that's 10 feet of movement. Like that's 10 feet of movement. And then I will stand up, and we're gonna upcast yet another guiding bolt at this guy. No, actually, no, we're not. We're gonna spiritual weapon. Come on, move character sheet there.
What's yours look like?
Mine literally just looks like a little warhammer. Submit.
How boring.
Well, the first one missed at any rate. Or no, 13.
Actually, a 13 does hit,
Okay, and
but
then
it's a natural 1, so it doesn't hit.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then action. We're gonna toll the dead. DC 16 Wisdom save, please. Nope. 2d12 necrotic. 8.
He's not
8
doing
necrotic.
so good on his saves today. And necrotic is strangely not one of his damage immunities.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I figured he might have resistance to it or something, but
No,
you don't know until you poke him with it.
no, it's
That's what she
immune
said.
to poison, resistant to acid, and non-magical attacks. Yeah, that's about it. South of impressive. All right, Shu Cirrus, it is your turn. I think, right?
Oh.
Vasily's done?
Mm-hmm. I am done.
Yep, okay, so Shu's turn.
Alright, machine gun about to go burr. My amp's gonna do the same thing as last time, but machine gun going burr this time. I'm gonna quicken spell.
I'll just blast go burr.
I'll just blast go burr, and on each one of those you add, because I missed last time, Hexblade's Curse. On each one of those, you add 3 damage to each one of those.
Okay, then he's dead.
I'll just blast go burr.
Yes, Eldritch Machine Gunner. I always picture just like them like windmilling with both of their arms, and as it comes forward, like one from each hand.
Captain Westwind takes stock of the situation. The storm dies down quickly, but the even keel is too damaged to continue. The captain has...
Sorry.
That won't be quite enough.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he is going to have to limp the even keel back to Calden. So he gets the ship back into dock, barely. The captain laughs off the damage, and if you offer him any compensation for his damages, he refuses. And he says, I don't know where he's headed, but I know how you can find out if you've got the guts. Are you interested?
Yes.
What could you tell us?
Well, I don't know. This is really dangerous. You did okay against that overgrown wave, but this is a whole different class. The elemental, it was under the thrall of oh hell, it was a fiendish creature that lives hereabouts. Yeah, we fisher folk put up with it because it chases away the navy ships that come poking around here. But obviously its time has come. Siding with Lothar against a native of our village. Lothar has some kind of deal with this creature, but I don't know what. I know Lothar has given some of his personal belongings to the beast for safekeeping. If you want to find out more about where Lothar has gone, you might poke around in his stuff down there. The fiend, it's of the water and it lairs under the docks, right below our feet. You want Lothar, you'll have to go after the fiend. Are you up to it?
Right.
By under the docks, do you mean underwater?
Yes.
Let's go.
That will be difficult. Oh, maybe
Just need
not as
wetsuits.
difficult.
Good.
Well, if I hadn't seen you deal with the elemental so handily, I'd call you damn fools, but maybe you do have a chance. The bad news is that the fiend's lair is underwater. The good news is that I do have some potions that I've been hoarding for a while that will help your cause. And I suggest you take the time to rest up and heal yourselves and return to full strength.
Do you have any potions that would put a fire in our belly to keep us warm? It's pretty cold under there. I took a dive earlier.
I think what he has is potions of water breathing.
I have a spell for that.
Well,
question.
you can save your spell, and
Are they free potions?
they're free. There's a potion of free action, and 3
That's
potions of water breathing.
Only
We should
3?
give our barbarian that free action.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. I'm gonna
Oh,
light
he
my
has
sword up.
he has actually a potion of free action for every character,
Oh.
and a potion and 3 potions of water breathing. So he strongly stresses the danger of the mission, but he's not trying to talk you out of it. And he strongly recommends taking the time to rest and get back to full strength.
I am at full strength. I'm always at full strength. I'm gonna light my sword up and go dip it in the water and see what happens. I'm assuming it doesn't go out because it's magical fire, but
It just boils the water around it.
Cool.
Oh, that's one way to stay warm.
Wait.
All right, brother, boil the ocean. Do it. Boil it all.
I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, and you guys can take a long rest.
Okay, well, I'm going to use a couple hours before that long rest to put in some work on his gear.
Okay. Okay,
Also,
cool. We'll just.
Do you want me to do a check with every piece, or just one at the end?
I think you can just do one at the end, I believe.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if we take one 24-hour period, I can finish his full plate.
Sweet. I guess with the freedom of movement, we'll be fine. But I was like, in my head, I was thinking in real life, like plate mail and water.
5e, you've got a 20-foot swim speed regardless of what armor you're wearing.
Yeah, I was just thinking like complete normal logistics. I was like, plate
Oh no,
mail,
normal
water,
logistics,
yeah.
you'd sink like a fucking rock, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking just like normal logistics. Man, like I was just thinking, I'm like, how fast would his arms have to be moving to be generating the amount of force to keep plate mail and a normal human above, like where he wants to be, whether it be above water or just even at a certain point in the depth.
Yeah, so my roll to craft his armor was a 27.
All right.
Oh.
We decided we were going to take one extra day downtime so I could finish his gear. And that's the craft roll to assemble everything was 27.
Okay.
You've got your plate mail, sir.
Well, I think that's a done deal then.
And somebody make sure that you subtract the 200 gold pieces from the party loot that was used to craft the raw materials for that.
I don't know if Aurora's here. I'll go get it done.
I still have 15 pounds of steel too, so if anybody else needs anything, now is the time to speak about, to speak up about that.
Like I said, I don't think I need anything, but maybe I'm forgetting about some like quirky stuff, maybe. Let's see.
I'm sure I can sell the steel to a smith, dude. Like,
eventually, if I could get a tiny bag of holding to put on my amp, I would love to throw things in there so he has options. That would be awesome and hilarious.
Oh, a bag of holding is top priority for me.
Yeah.
Or a portable hole, but portable holes are fucking expensive. Portable hole's ideal. But they're what, 20 grand or something?
I don't even know what a portable hole is.
It basically is like...
pocket pussies.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a pocket pussy, but no, portable hole, it's a handkerchief that when you spread it out, it's like a 10-foot by 10-foot blanket. It's like a 10-foot deep hole that has no weight limit on it, so you can just throw whatever you want in it and then fold it back up and put it in your pocket. And it has no weight. They have 10 minutes of oxygen.
Fine.
And then they suffocate, and that's actually, if you put 2 people in there, it becomes 5 minutes, and so on and so forth.
Interesting. That's dark, though, but just curious.
Yeah, that's what happens, is they have 10 minutes of oxygen.
Is it nighttime here? Thor?
Well, if you took your long rest, then I would assume it's gone back to the next day.
Okay, but when we arrived back here, it was nighttime?
Yeah.
Okay. Would I have been able to catch some fireflies?
It's not the time of year for that.
It is really cold. He did mention that.
It's true.
What is that for a spell component?
Yeah.
You can assume that you already had like at least 12.
Okay.
I usually figure like something like that. You usually start, if it has no cost, you usually start with 12 or so of them.
Do we know how long these potions of water breathing last?
Nope.
So if we only have 3
1 sec.
potions... Oh, no. Yes. This is our problem anyway. We have 3 potions, I can drink water. We have 5 party members. Are we gonna get the...
Potions of water breathing only lasted an hour anyway.
I'll just drown.
Okay.
I'll just die then. Thanks.
I see what you're trying to say. I get it.
Yeah, death is fine. Who cares?
I know. Who cares if your internal organs are crushed by the weight of the water, There's less painful ways to go out, I guess.
You're not going that deep. It's just a river.
No, that's how when you drown, that's what you die from. Is it the weight of it ruptures your lungs and the water crushes your internal organs?
That's a pleasant thought.
I've heard it's supposed to be blissful. I don't know how people know that though.
Right.
Right.
Well,
I'd assume you'd pass out from the lack of oxygen before you felt it.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, so like I said, I still got 15 pounds of steel left. If not, we'll find a blacksmith and hawk that off here in town to try to recoup some of the cost.
Can a breastplate be made?
I don't think we have enough metal for that. Breastplates are 40 pounds or 35 pounds or something like that. Hold on. Hold on. Breastplate 5E. Give me a second. Oh, no, they only weigh 20 pounds. Yeah, I would assume with some of the spare weapons that we have left, I'd have to have another long rest, though.
Okay.
But I could do it easily. Breastplate's 400 gold pieces. Yeah, I would need a short rest in 2 hours. I would need a long rest in 2 hours.
Oh, okay, another long rest. Okay.
I would need another long rest to get back. Because the channel divinities, I get 2 of them, and then I have to short rest, and then 2 of them. That's why I was saying we need to take a full day for me to finish his armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Shu aside, and while all this resting is happening, and have a conversation with him. So I noticed, Shu, while we were fighting the water elemental, that we had another creature fighting with us.
yeah, I've been aiming to tell you, but I just kind of like tap. It looks like I'm tapping in the air, but I tap and he just becomes visible. He's sitting on my shoulder again. I know he looks bad, but he's under my control, and he's fine. He's just here to help.
I have some concerns about this. Firstly, can you turn it invisible again, please?
I just wait him to do it. It's not like a spell that he has to cast, so it's just a trait.
I don't think people are going to take kindly to having them around. And I'm not sure if I take kindly to having an imp around.
I can see if I can change what he is, but I'm a little new to it. I know that there is possibly other forms that I could make him, but
Is he actually an imp?
he is a variation of a familiar. He is what he is. I have summoned him, or whatnot. It came to me in a dream, and I just started gathering the materials for it just to see if the dream was even real. I couldn't see what the dream was about, but I did it, and he came.
Does he have his own free will?
He does. He can talk. I mean, within limits of the spell or whatnot, but he is a creature.
So he has to listen to you, but if you don't tell him anything, he could cause chaos.
He could, but I have told him not to do such things. He has free will within limits, if that makes sense.
So my understanding of the other familiars I've seen in my time is that they're typically like a celestial, fae, or fiend, I believe, that take the appearance of the animal. Is this the same thing?
So let's think of it this way. This is original of the spell would have only been able to summon the appearance of something, and so like I make him visible again, and he polymorphs himself into a rat. Would only be able to make like this, or then he changes into a raven, and then he changes. I'm just holding him in my hand, and he's just like changing into like the rat, the raven, and the spider. Would only be able to do these. The only difference is I've learned to be able to summon them in their true form.
Is it in its true form though? Because like if you summon a familiar that is a fish, it gains the abilities of a fish. It doesn't just stay a fae.
When this is a rat, it gains the abilities of a rat. And this is a
Sure. I
raven,
guess my
it can
question
fly.
is, are you sure it's not a fae?
It could possibly be.
Okay, out of character now. Is this actually a fae, celestial, or fiend?
It's actually a fiend.
It's actually a fiend.
Hold on.
My character wouldn't 100% know, I wouldn't think, because this is all just stuff that's being gifted.
Well, you get to select one of its chosen, whatever. So I'm looking at the Find Familiar. You get to look at its chosen form. You get to pick Celestial, Fae, or Fiend, but it takes the characteristics of bat, cat, crab, blah 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 blah, all the animals. So is it the same thing?
No, the invocation of the chain, the pact of the chain, is the warlock aspect allows him to literally summon a devil to serve him.
No, it says you learn the Find Familiar spell and cast it as a ritual.
But it's a modified version of the Find Familiar because of his pact invocation.
When you cast the spell, you can choose one of the normal forms. The forms being the cat, dog, bat, all that stuff for your familiar. It's still a familiar.
Yes, still
from a Find Familiar. So it should still be a Celestial, Fae, Fiend. One of those three. Or one of the following special forms. Imp, Pseudo, Dragon, Quasit, or Sprite. That's just like one of the other animals. Is that correct? Because also, like, even though you can summon it, okay, so like a familiar can't take the attack action, even if that animal that it turns into can, right? This one, it can take the attack action, but you have to forgo one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack with its reaction. But they get their own attacks if it was just a normal imp, right?
If the normal imp would be able to attack, he can't just willingly attack.
What I'm saying is, you're not actually summoning an imp. You're summoning a Fae Celestial. The reason I ask this is it matters for roleplay, because like, you're summoning an actual imp, like, that could be an issue. But if you're summoning a Fae or a Celestial that's taking that form, it's a lot easier to explain to people, no?
Yes. Well, he's gonna sit invisible, or in normal circumstances, I might have him in a raven form or whatnot, as that, like, out and about. I'm not just gonna have an imp sitting on my shoulder during, like, just walking through town or anything like that, like, visible to everybody.
But most of our fights have taken place around other people. Even that last fight, the captain was there.
Well, my character wouldn't. I'm playing it with this character is, this was the first time that he had done the spell. He is not like, I wouldn't say that he is a master. He was just given this gift, like through a vision or a dream, and he doesn't fully know exactly the extent of it, like to 100%. He knows that it's bound to him, and that he can control it, and the imp won't go outside of his conditions. Or whatnot that he is.
That's kind of why I was doing the roleplay conversation. I guess what I need is for DM to tell us what it actually is, so we can kind of continue that role playing thing. Like, based on, I don't know if you've read this yet, Thor, this Pact of the Chain thing.
It's an imp. It's
truly an imp that he is summoning from hell.
It's an imp. An imp is an imp.
I think the idea behind it is, like, there are, like, a pseudo-dragon can be a Fae, Fiend, or Celestial. The imp is a tiny fiend, the Quasit is a tiny fiend, and the Sprite is a tiny fae. When I'm looking at their actual like shit that they say, there are some of them, yes, they can choose or whatnot, but it was given to me by the Warlock at the beginning, so I'm like, I'm going to go the Imp at the beginning because I'm like, it was given to me from the Warlock as well, so it's like the Warlock patron. I doubt that the Warlock patron would have given me a small fae or whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know.
Yeah, Despair's not kicking you down with a Celestial.
Yeah, and so like my role play aspect in like the long run would be like, once I gather more knowledge on it, I'll be able to turn it into like maybe a pseudo dragon or whatever, and have that as the familiar instead, which is a neutral good, and I can choose which one it comes from or whatnot at the time. And then a small dragon sitting on my shoulder or being out in public is different, but it's
So
not scary.
It's kind of weird the
I
way
get
they
that.
worded the find familiar spell, but I don't think it really changes anything
Yeah, because like the
about
find familiar, it's one of those,
about
and
what
then
the Fae is, but it does. Or I'm sorry, I meant to say what the imp is, but it it is bound to him. It's not going to do anything that he doesn't allow it to.
Yeah, he might like the most that I would see it is like he might have like words to say or like stuff like that, and like because he is intelligent. I think he's even like as a his intelligence is the same as me. Like he's just as intelligent as I am. He's an 11 in
And
intelligence,
if you feel like
12
you're in
in
a social situation where you don't want him,
yeah.
he
I
can
think he's
send
gonna
it to a pocket dimension at will.
yeah
right.
yeah
I guess what is the reaction going to be of a normal person when they see an imp? Like they're known as evil creatures, right?
Even if they're not
Like,
known, I mean, they look kind of sketchy.
and like me as a holy person, I feel like I would have an issue with this. Obviously, up to me to choose, but I'm just trying to get a grasp on like the worldview that we would have on this kind of thing.
yeah no. Well, part of it is I did want to do it this way also for that exact thing. I wanted there to be a little thing because, like, otherwise, then like my character's struggle is just kind of bland or whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because the whole point of this character is that he's like being tugged from both sides, and he has to choose which side. And like, this is just the most recent gift from evil to try to like allure him, but he may be able to change it into something that he can do. And that's the way I'm going to portray it, is like, yeah, I get that it looks bad right now, but like it could be better. Like, don't discount it right away.
Like, would our characters, especially those that are like the holy side of things, would they fight alongside an imp or a demon or anything like that?
I don't know what your alignment is. I'm neutral good, and an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You are a mercenary by heart, so it's like, as
He
long
is a
as
mercenary at heart. He converted to the priesthood. He even came from a land that was dominated by a war god. Tirasine was, she's the Valkyrie, the goddess of war. And it is a theocracy where he grew up. So to him, that's just second nature. And I didn't roll religion to find out what the hell that thing was. So. And I was worried about your armor because my sacred task is to the act of creation. Secondary would be to scold him for being a bad person. You know what I mean? But your character, you are a Path of Conquest paladin. You are a holy man. That is on you.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, this is what's so weird about playing a paladin and warlock. I've always thought this, because like in any campaign, like when they start summoning demons and things like that, like, man, my conquest is to snuff out evil and ugliness of all kinds. and then there's one sitting on my brother's shoulder.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, that's pretty much on you. Vasily would see it as long as it's under control, it's sort of out of his hands. Like Pi is not so concerned with the act, like not even his clerics aren't even really responsible for spreading his religion. To them, like, prayer is, the act of creation, the smithing, the fire, the hammer on the anvil. That is a sacred act to them, and not so much, let's feed the poor, or, you know what I mean, what you would think of a priest as being.
Right.
They're not really the same type of, you know what I mean? To them,
that makes sense.
Fixing a car is a more sacred thing to them than prayer, for example. You know what I mean? I know that sounds weird, but that's...
No, that tracks.
I mean, are you going to kill it every time he summons it? Because that would be kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny.
Awesome.
That would be really...
I don't know. I guess that's kind of why I'm talking,
It also,
talking it through.
by the way, it's
Yeah.
kind of harmless to kill it every single time he summons it. It doesn't really have any consequence. It's not.
Well, it does in the fact that, like, I'm not trying to be a dick to Shu, but, like, that's kind of why I'm, like, very curious about this. That's why I was hoping for the out of, oh, hey, it's just a fae in a skin of something, but where it is actually a fiend, like...
Could still kill it, and you're not necessarily being a dick, you're just, like, trying to protect your brother. You're like, oh no, what is that? Kill it.
And
Sure,
it would be part
we
of
know
their
that
oath as
my
well.
intention is good, but that doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't think, like, man, stop killing my thing.
His vibes.
That's just part of the thing. That's part of what I wanted to invite in, regardless.
Sure, but that's why I'm saying I kind of just want direction as far, like, that's why I was kind of asking Thor, like, am I seeing this as just an evil creature?
Just kill it. It's hilarious.
I don't know, Arcana check.
Just
See
kill
what
it.
the character would think.
Hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it's
Don't go out power. Don't go out power.
Insight check, anything like that. Like,
It
there's
is
many
raining.
ways that you could go, but like, if you're gonna have a gut reaction just to attack it, like that's on your character. Like that's on you. Like,
I get that, but that's why I'm asking DM, like, what, specifics about the spell, and then also, like, how is this viewed in this world, type of a thing.
Well, an imp will radiate evil, and like I said, I mean, I'm not going to say everybody knows what an imp is and is automatically going to be afraid of it, but I mean, you can just look at it and see that it looks kind of sketchy, and it's got like pointy claws and fangs and
Fucking horns and bright red skin. It looks like a devil.
He has a scorpion tail?
he has a
They do
scorpion
have a
tail.
scorpion tail.
Let me do this, and I can just put it in the thing where everybody can see it. I mean, that's what it looks like, so it's clearly, like, not cuddly.
Although when
To
it's
each their
sitting on my
own.
shoulder, it just wraps its tail like around my neck and just like chilling.
I don't know, Shu. I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, I can snap him into a pocket dimension. I won't bring him out unless it's until I'm able to learn more, if it's that much. But he is useful, as you've seen. He's not going out of order or anything like that. I'll look more into the ritual to see if I am able to change it better than what I was able to before. Maybe I can use this power for something more. All things, the way you see things that are evil are only evil because of what they've done. If this thing hasn't done anything evil, and it's just who it is, it's no different than you just seeing a person from a different country and just immediately wanting to kill them because you're at war with that country.
I don't think that's the case. Have you ever heard a story of a good demon?
No, but that doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
Sure, but you also don't know that it can't happen that this thing just stops obeying you one day and attacks and kills innocent people.
It's true, but that could be the same of you.
Be the same. Oh, I'm not in this conversation. Never mind.
You can be in the
Same of
conversation.
No, I don't want to. They got a brother thing going on. Sorry.
It could be the same
Get out of
of
the
anybody.
bushes.
I'm sure
I think
you've
there's a
heard this.
difference than a foreigner from a different country who's still a human and a demonic creature, which have proven have all been bad.
It could look like that, and it's super cute.
But there's also things that you would see that were good, and people have suddenly turned bad, killed people. Like, it's no different than that. You're just seeing it that way because that's the way you've been raised.
By that philosophy, then we should never kill a demon.
If it's done
Or a
something
devil.
bad, it should be punished for what it has done. Just like the thing that we're going to go fight that sent the water elemental after us. We wouldn't have fought it, just like he didn't fight it, but it had chosen a different side. It had changed. They were using it to help them.
So if you see a devil, you don't know that it's done something bad, you let it go. It then kills people. Do you feel guilt for not taking care of it when you could have?
That's on the situation. It's hard to say. I wouldn't know. I've never been in that exact situation.
Well, we should know whether we want to kill evil or not. I mean, if we see a devil right now, are we killing it?
If a devil appeared, like, what is its goal? Why is it here? What is it going to even do?
It starts walking away from us. Are we killing it or just letting it go?
Why would we just immediately attack something that's not any threat to us? If it's
Because
not
it's a
being
devil.
I think this is where we differ, brother. You see things in black and white, but the world is filled with so much gray, so much things that are just.
I think, let me
they're
stop you there.
heavy.
I think we can all agree. I definitely don't see things in black and white. I'm not some moral high ground, I do everything right. Obviously, I enjoy the pleasures of life, but evil is evil. Unless we're to believe that everything we've ever been told, not just by what we were raised, but by what the world tells us of devils.
Look, brother. If you don't want me to use it, like I said, he's just like sitting on my shoulder. I'm just gonna snap him away. He's gone. He can't come out. Can't do anything. He's in a pocket dimension somewhere. He can't even hurt anybody else. He can't get out of it.
You think?
That is the binding of the spell that I know.
So you know that part of the spell, but not the rest of it.
I'm not going to say that I know everything. And yes, there might be some way for it to get out, but I summoned it from somewhere. If I can use this evil for good, then why is that bad? Wouldn't that be redemption in some way, form?
Redemption for you? Or for the imp?
Both.
Well, if it's not acting under its free will, I would say it's definitely not redemption for the imp. But besides that, I mean, this is the conversation that we've had in the past, obviously. Is it okay to use the powers that despair has given you for good? We've walked that line. We've continued to. I just worry that this might be stepping over that line a little bit.
And
To now be dealing with a devil.
I appreciate your concern, brother, but like I said, if it means that much, if you're that worried, I won't use him unless absolutely necessary.
I appreciate that, and that is what I was hoping for, but just know that there's much more to this conversation that we need to have.
I understand. Like I said, I will also try to see if I can change who or even what I am summoning. But this is the first time that I had used the spell.
It just concerns me that you aren't more frightened
Brother,
of a demon. Or not even frightened, but concerned with killing it. Like I said, this is something we'll continue to talk about later. For now, definitely don't pull that thing out in front of anyone, please.
brother,
And
in the
we'll
years
figure out the rest.
that you were dead, there is a lot that has happened. There's a lot that I've seen.
For sure. I mean, we've had this conversation just about using your powers from despair. I've been behind you in that. I think we can use them for good. But it concerns me that your judgment was not to slay a demon when you saw it. This isn't something we'll decide right now. We'll talk about it more as we go. For now, I think it's best not to have this thing around, especially around, innocent people that don't know better.
I understand. Like I said, as far as I know, he's stuck in a pocket dimension that he cannot get out of.
All right, and I'll head back towards the group.
And I'll follow.
Sorry, guys, for taking over there for a second.
Oh, it's fine.
It's
You
cool.
all figure out everything you needed to?
Nah, no worries. No worries. My brother's just being a stick in the mud.
That's unusual for him. Usually prefers being a stick in something else.
He
From
gets
what
a
I'm
little
told,
overprotective at times.
that's what I've always been, is a stick in the mud.
He's just raising. He's really coming back into his own.
I look over at Gayer and I meow.
I will always return the meow, as well as a chest bump if you want.
Oh, for sure. Oh.
My wife's super interested. She's like, "What's going on?" Family dispute between characters. That's all. The one's a paladin and the other one's a warlock. You can put 2 and 2 together.
And then they're brothers. Not a dysfunctional family whatsoever.
I will be more than happy to let you know
Never.
after the game. Yeah. So that would take about 5 hours into the day. There, I would have his armor done, and I'm not sure where I'd be doing this at. I would
How's it
probably
look?
say the Temple of Wisdom. With a 27, how does it look? Well,
Perfect.
gauging from the personality and what you have seen, it would be very ornate wrought iron with silver inlays. I will see if I can find you a cool picture.
Dope. That should look good with the purples I like to wear.
And whenever the party is ready, Captain Westwind leads you to a disused portion of the docks.
Hey, real quick, before we move on from the whole armor thing, just as like a skinning type thing, is it acceptable to have a plate skirt rather than plate legs? Would that benefit same armor class?
I don't think so, because the legs go all the way down to your shins.
Okay, I'll just put a skirt over top of it. Or like a long cloak dress type thing.
Alrighty.
Here you go, bro. Let's go with this.
I make him a skirt out of flowers.
Dope.
With the flowers on it.
That's perfect. It kind of has the skirt looking thing on it too.
Well, let's go with this. There you go.
Nice.
I will gladly wear the flowers for as long as they live.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Like when you
Thank
said
very much.
skirt, I was like, let's find another one. That work for you?
Perfect. It's just like when you see an elf in armor, typically it's more like skirty like that. I don't know if skirt is the right term, but you get what I'm going for.
Yeah, it's like chainmail. But yeah, that'll work. 'Cause I remember you had black armor in your picture, so.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. So whenever the party is ready, Captain Westwind leads you to a disused portion of the docks. He says the infernal bastard layers under here, pointing down into the water.
Right. Unless we magically got a fourth potion, I think I'm casting water breathing.
Yeah, you probably should do that anyway, because potions of water breathing only last an hour, so.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's concentration, so
Does the imp need
The-
water breathing?
don't
The
worry
imp is in the
about-
pocket dimension right now.
Don't worry about him. For now, he's not coming out.
The beast lives underneath with another elemental, I think. Instead of being in a dirty, muddy harbor, the party finds itself in the flow of a clear, cold blue water. The water flows down into what looks like a cavern under the village itself. You can see beautiful ice crystals pick up a light source from farther into the cavern and reflect it all around.
I've been in a lot of places, but never underwater.
Did we say how long the potions last, by the way?
We're casting water breathing, so we got
Well, what about the other potion?
24 hours.
Oh,
for the
an hour.
water.
probably an hour. That's what they most of the time.
Should
last.
we wait until we start the fight to do it, or do it now?
Do we know how long it'll take to get down to its cave? I don't know how long.
That's the guy, since he at least has some knowledge of it.
Can
How
we
long?
take a potion underwater is my next question.
Yeah, if the cave.
Uncork it with your mouth.
I think you're fine to
Eat the
drink
whole
a
bottle?
potion underwater. And you have to be kind of...
I was totally gonna make a joke about being good with my tongue, but I felt like that was way too cringy.
Yeah.
All the dick jokes, though.
True.
Question: underwater, does the verbal components, or can you use verbal components at all?
I think
Yeah.
with water breathing,
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Okay, I was just gonna make sure. I was curious on that. I'd be fine.
Yeah, think more PlayStation, less reality when it comes to underwater and D&D.
Yeah. I was just gonna make sure. I'd never done an underwater fight, so I had no idea how the mechanics worked.
Not much different than they do on land, except for
Okay.
ranged weapons kind of function funky.
Aren't you typically at half movement and then you're disadvantaged on melee attacks as well? Unless you have
No,
the
if
potion.
you have piercing, if you have piercing weapons, typically there's no problems. Ranged weapons, though, anything past their minimum rage fails automatically, and in their minimum range, it's a disadvantage. But aside of that, it's pretty much identical.
What about spells?
Spells don't have any
spells.
effect.
Okay.
Like Like, I know heat-based spells, fire-based spells, they have resistance as long as you're submersed in water. But we're going to fight water things, so they would have resistance to that anyway, so don't worry about it. And it could be homebrewed. You never know. So, either way, into the pool!
That is always possible in my campaign.
Yeah, it is completely possible in your campaign that it has been homebrewed all to shit. So, at any rate, into the pool! As he literally yeets off the dock.
Woo! All right.
Yeah. Soggy clothes. This is going to be terrible. And I just jump in.
And I will assume everybody else is jumping in too.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Gator just stays up. Fuck you guys. I ain't going swimming in cold water.
It's not that cold. I grew up in a place much colder. Literally subarctic conditions.
Okay, is that showing up for you guys?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At least the part, it's a small square, but yeah.
There we go.
Are we going to the right or to the left?
I think it's
Oh.
the left.
I answered that.
You answered that for us.
Ooh, purple.
As you're going deeper into the cave, you're starting to hear some strange noises.
I stop and listen a little quiet. Harder. Active perception, see if I know what it is. Just gonna roll it.
Also see
damn.
if I can see anything. How dark is it down here? I mean, I'm fine up to 120 feet. I can see in both normal and magical darkness.
It's not bad. You're not like super duper deep yet, so
Okay.
I've also got my
can't
sword
really.
out and flaming, and it sheds bright light within 40 feet.
I kind of stay near Gator just because his sword's making the water warmer. I just give him a thumbs up, point at the sword, and just like, thanks.
You said 40 feet?
Let me double check that. Bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet.
Okay.
Cast water breathing on Puka for me, didn't you?
I don't know
Up to 10
how
creatures.
to really
Oh.
describe
Yes.
the sounds that you're hearing. They're just sort of like these chirps or chitters or something and squeals.
It is underwater pig. Are there underwater pigs? Yes, Smubbles as you walk by.
That's a
Gare
good
just jumped off a
description.
cliff. Okay. There we go.
Okay, you're probably okay since you're underwater. You can just swim.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, yeah, I'm just swimming straight across.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck that.
Oh, maybe we can't, though, because armor's kind of heavy.
True.
I was told it didn't matter. Hoping my character knows that.
Go ahead, try it.
This is a dead end.
Well, the real question is, can we even swim up then? Would be the real question.
Like, can we
I think-
eventually leave the water? Is what you're asking?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
because if armor was
can
the
get us
issue,
out.
we wouldn't be able to get out of here.
I got us on that.
multiple athletic checks.
Oh,
Elemental.
As you round one
Group up
corner,
on
the
me.
noise suddenly stops, and you find yourself looking at some kind of fiend sitting on an ice throne and an elemental kind of in front of it.
I get ready to roll
And it-
my eyes because I just had this conversation with Gayer.
I mean, I'll down my potion if we haven't already, for
Yeah.
sure, when we see anything.
And
I
it
would've been able
says to you, pitiful mortals, you've come to test my might, or have you come to submit to me? Ha! Either way, I have no time for you. Die! And the elemental leaps forward and attacks.
Hey.
And the devil is just gonna watch for now.
All right. Let's get that fucking initiative.
He doesn't even have to pay 100.
God, I roll so bad.
Hmm?
I said, God, that was a bad initiative.
Feel your pain. Usually.
I got like a 3 to my initiative, but I rolled fucking 2. Ouch.
Beat the elemental.
Oh, well, that's good.
Everybody
Point
beat
two.
the elemental, actually. Ooh,
5.02.
and that
Points
was
for
just
that
a
by point 2.
Low resolution, but oh well. But Shu is first.
Shu is gonna start off on this guy. He's just gonna cast Hex first off. Going to give them disadvantage on strength checks, I think. I don't think we have anything that could possibly do any other type of check.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just cast Hex on him. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Eldritch Blast. So anyway, I started Eldritch Blasting.
Pretty much.
Ooh, crit, baby.
Oh, that means Hex crits on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's roll the Hex Sam. Well, that's shit. 2 extra damage there. That's also shit for the second one. That's still a good, what? That's 12,
14,
so the first one will be
27.
14. Yeah. That'd be 28 total. Because the first Hex will double or whatnot.
28. Ouch. Right in the area. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that'd be it.
Okay, Aurora, it is your turn.
Eyes are gonna glow, and I'm gonna go into a rage and just fly straight at the water elemental
Grah.
and start swinging.
I think everybody forgot that they had cast Water Walk upon them in the last encounter, because nobody left the boat.
Dude, I completely forgot about that.
How long does that one
actually.
last?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it 24 hours?
I don't know.
That one is 1 hour. It's definitely gone.
Well, we took an extra day regardless.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say 17 to hit for 17 damage.
Okay.
And I'll take my second attack. 27 to hit for... Oh, actually... Let me re-roll the damage on that one.
Like that you
Okay,
swapped
so
just
that
to
would
say
be
that.
a 27 to hit for 9 damage. I forgot there's no Divine Fear in the second attack.
Okay.
Right, and that's the end of my turn.
All right.
A shark! Turn into a hunter shark.
Are you going to become a shark?
Yeah, it's not the best move, but I'm underwater. I want to be a shark.
Yeah, you get the chance to be a shark. So it's
Druid
like,
shark,
you- you get the
Druid
chance-
shark.
druid shark.
Yes. I just posted that. Every time she says she's turning into a shark, it's in my head.
No, it's not Druid Shark. It's still Daddy Shark. Daddy Shark.
Lord, Captain, Daddy, Druid, Shark, do 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 do.
Could have just rode on bubbles to battle. Like, missed
Oh my
opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Damn it. Next time.
Haven't
Wait,
got everything
wait.
worked out yet.
Wait, we gotta back up. We gotta do this again.
Let's
Just let us
just
swim back
retcon
and
real
come in on
quick.
the shark and act like we didn't do this. But the damage is still there.
It's Gayer's turn.
I don't get to attack as a shark?
Do you? I thought does your
bonus
transformation take an action? Or is
No,
it-
she's
oh,
a
it's
moon
just
druid. It's a bonus
Right,
action.
Bonus,
right,
bitch.
Moon druid. That's right.
And my attacks are magical.
I knew that. I was just testing you guys.
Oh,
Her attacks are magical now that we're 6.
yes. I'm piercing, but it's magical piercing. So, a little bit of metagaming, because I know that they don't take on magical.
Let me do something real quick here.
I don't know if that's even metagaming because you're going to turn into a shark regardless. I feel like.
Is it a hunter shark? Is that what you are?
Yeah.
So
It should be CR2, I think. Sorry. Too far down the list.
CR2. Yeah.
Cool, okay. Accidentally trying to go for the CR3. Oh, not yet.
Piercing.
Oh, and she has advantage on melee attacks on any creature that doesn't have all its hit points.
Yeah!
Whoops! I took that off Gayer's hit points.
Whoops.
Okay.
How
Oh, wait,
dare
no.
Stop biting the paladin.
Just got that armor.
you. Normally, I like biting, but not like this.
No teeth, no teeth. God damn.
Gayer, go ahead. It's your turn.
Thor's broken. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, Shu, look, it's a devil. Maybe he's good. And then I'm gonna bonus action.
You don't have to be a
cast
dick
weapon.
about it. Jeez.
That's 100% how Gayer would be, and you all know it.
I preemptively already rolled my eyes for this comment, seeing that we were going against the fiend.
He readied his eye roll.
Yeah, like, I held
Ready
my
eye roll.
action.
Alright, so spiritual weapon, 13 to hit, 11 force damage if that hits.
And then,
And then the next two should be at advantage, I'm assuming, because I'm flanking.
yeah.
And so it's a 20 and a 23 to hit.
That's going to kill him.
Cool. And I'll end my turn with that. And my spiritual weapon will just be right here beside.
The
You
Ice
rolled a
Fiend
514 again.
is... The Ice Fiend makes a aggravated howl and prepares to attack. And we can go ahead and go to Vasily's turn.
Okay. Well, you made quick work of that. So this thing is... What the hell is that? Can I make a check?
Yeah. You can do religion. That's not going to tell you a whole lot, but it is
Okay.
a fiend, and it has the traits of ice.
Okay. Well, spiritual weapon.
And there's 2 spiritual weapons going now, aren't there? I can get those
Yep.
on the screen for you. Doodly doo.
And we'll go there.
Oh, we'll go there. Okay, I think that's right.
I'm taking it at 12, probably missed.
A12 misses, yes.
Okay, well, we'll try to toll the dead this thing as my action.
And that's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. 16. Okay. 2d8 necrotic.
That's not too bad.
No, that one wasn't a horrible roll.
It's a little above average.
Yep.
Just like. I'll stop.
Oh, he does have advantage on saving throws, but that wouldn't have done him any good.
Oof.
Okay, I'd like to take my attack of opportunity with the spiritual weapon there as my reaction.
Yep. And I think Gayer can as well.
Yes.
That's a thing? That's awesome.
Actually, wait. It doesn't get a reaction.
Oh, wait, I don't have Warcaster yet, so I can't.
Yeah, I can't use it because it doesn't get
Yes,
it would
never
be
mind.
on my reaction.
Mm-hmm. So never mind. Let's
I
get
was
tasted.
confused.
So Warcaster lets you do that with the spiritual
Yes,
weapon?
you can make your attack of opportunity with the spell.
Oh, that's so cool.
But it would still have to leave your melee range, wouldn't it? I don't know. We can talk about it later.
At any rate, yeah, don't worry about it. But he's absolutely right. I couldn't.
Gayer. That does not hit Gayer. Gayer again. That probably does not hit Gayer either. And this one is for Vasily.
Oh my god! Well, I take half damage from the bludgeoning.
Okay, well. It's not.
Vasily, your armor works really well. Thanks for it.
I wish mine worked as well!
See him just get tail whipped into a wall.
No,
Ouch.
it's just, never mind. That is just fire, so I take full... That hurt. That hurt a lot.
It's bludgeoning and cold.
Yep. It's Soul of Forge and Fire that gives resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, not Soul of the Forge. It's Saint of Forge and Fire.
Okay.
So...
Alrighty. Then it is Shu's turn.
Shu, after seeing Vasily just get fucking wrecked, he's going to... Let me make sure I can even move that far.
Shout out, that one is not a good devil!
Shu really debates on changing his plan right now just because everybody's attacking him. We're supposed to be fighting this, not me.
He gets pasted. Oh, your armor works great. I wish mine worked as well.
And I'm going to second level cure wounds Vasily.
Thank you. Give me the good touch.
Yay!
Thank you.
Your name is very close to Vaseline, I'm just saying.
And I'm gonna bonus action move my hex over to him, so he's disadvantage on strength checks if that ever comes into play.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Aurora. Go.
Alright, move over here. Take my 2 more attacks. Uh, 17 to hit for 20 damage.
Okay. That actually doesn't hit at all.
So, would my second attack for my extra attack, would that still have the Divine Fury then if the first one misses? I think it's only if it hits.
It's the first one you hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Then, big miss again.
No, you have advantage. He's flanked, so that one is actually a critical hit.
Right. Oh.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
No, that's all.
I'm a shark. A bite.
Do.
All right. You should have that shark in your character sheets now, in your journal now, so you can attack as the shark now. I think
Thank you.
should be there.
That's loading.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
my
Good
attack.
old roll 20.
It is. Nom nom nom.
Also, are cantrips, can they be used as bonus actions?
But didn't.
I can.
It'll say in the spell description. I want to say most cantrips are
Or actions.
actions.
Okay.
If not, maybe all of them, but it'll say in each spell description what kind of action it is to cast it.
Oh shoot. Didn't see it roll the damage, so I rolled it again.
I got it already. I put it in there.
Okay, cool. Done.
Right. And okay, then I guess it's Gayer.
So I'm flanking where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's not
I'm-
your position, it's whether or not the enemy is surrounded. But
Gotcha.
yes, it is flanked.
I thought it had to be direct opposite, but I have no idea.
No, it has to be direct opposite for the enemy to be flanked, but you don't like Aurora is still attacking with advantage because he is flanked by the shark and you.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to action. Boom. So DC 16, charisma saving, or is it charisma?
I think it's a wisdom save for most fears.
Yeah, it's a wisdom. Yep. Saved.
Yep.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna cast. That on myself.
+2 shield. Alrighty.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Then it is Vasily.
Can I move here, boss?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to move there. Bonus action, I want to move my spiritual weapon from where it is at to right here. And whiff.
That will not hit.
And, well, let's light up the Spirit Guardians.
Ooh. Those guys.
15-foot radius. And he has advantage on his save, unfortunately, but...
Yep,
Oh.
that's a save.
He still takes half
probably
damage.
half
But
if he saves.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
That is literally all I can do. That is my action, my bonus action, and my movement.
And Ice Devil will now...
At the start of his turn, he's going to have to make another save.
Wisdom?
Yep. Yeah, he takes a whole 5 damage, or 4 damage.
Okay, he is going to Ice Spear on Vasily.
Miss, bitch! Yes, he missed.
And then he will tail on Vasily.
Crit fails.
That is a critical fail. And he is prone. And maybe floating away, I don't know. Shoo, it is your turn.
Seeing that everybody had some struggles hitting, Shu's going to take out the Wand of Magic Missiles. He's going to do a 6th level magic missile. All the shots just going into the Ice Fiend.
Nice.
Okay.
It only cast it.
It's because it's 4 times 6.
Oh, just 4 times 6? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 24, okay.
Yeah, magic missiles, you just roll 1d4 and then multiply it by the number of missiles.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it easy.
Well, it keeps Fury of the Small from being broken on goblins.
And so 24 damage, force damage to him.
Alright, Aurora.
Is Vasily looking pretty hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
That first one hurt, and then he cast the Cure Wounds on me. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Totally missed that. Alright, I'm gonna keep swinging away. 24 to hit for 20 damage.
Okay.
And a 21 to hit for 15 damage.
Okay, that all hits. Anything else?
No, that's all.
And Bubbles is going to bite. Arrgh.
A shark!
Chewy chomp!
Does she like chewing on ice?
Dude, most people like chewing on ice. It's just like...
Oh, good.
I actually don't. I actually hate it. I hate the way it feels on my teeth.
Yep.
So if it's super cold, they don't like it.
But anyway. Let's see. Gayer.
I'm gonna move there since he seems to like Vasily. And then I'm going to bonus action move my spiritual weapon to here.
Oh, critical miss on the spiritual weapon, but
18. Oh wait, no, it won't get advantage because it's not a melee attack. It is, but not coming from me.
yeah, it does. I'm just gonna
Okay, cool.
say yes, advantage.
So 8 force,
If
and
18
then
hits.
11 slashing and 8 fire, and then the second flame tongue probably doesn't hit with the 13.
The second one does not. No.
All right, and that's my turn.
Okie doke. Well, bonus action. Oh, you said that's his turn. There we go.
Yep.
Bonus action with the spiritual weapon again. 13. And I'm going to take the dodge action and maintain spiritual guardians. You'll have disadvantage if he tries to hit me.
Does he take another round of damage from the spiritual guardians?
At the start of his turn. Yeah, he's got to. At the start of his. Anytime he starts his turn in the radius of it, he's going to have to make a save.
Which is right now. So. Oops, that's not a saving throw. That's a.
Yeah, that's just hard wisdom.
That's a saving throw.
Okay, well, it's 5.
Okay, and he is going to bite, claw, tail Vasily.
I'll at disadvantage then.
Yep.
Shout over to Vasily. What did you do to this guy?
Right?
Ruined his life with that
That doesn't do any good. Fail. So, Shu, it is your turn now.
That's what happens when you tank up behind your shield. Turtle up.
Yep.
She was first going to bonus action Hexblade's Curse, so I get to add +3 to my damage rolls. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast that bitch. I don't know if I have advantage or not. I don't know if that works that way. But
I think.
I thought it was only
Yeah,
melee,
so
but I have no idea.
You killed him.
Yay!
I'm still gonna roll my hex damage if I want to.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't blame you. So, I have to call it a night because I'm just dead, and if I go any longer, I'm gonna have to kill you all. So.
Is there another one?
You can try.
Let's fucking go.
But I will go through the results of this encounter in character chat this weekend, maybe tomorrow if possible, or on Sunday.
Awesome.
So I will see you in character chat.
Good to go.
Cool. Hey, Vasily, if you need any more hit points, I'll top you
I
off and play on
need
fields.
1. I need a whole 1.
Okay. Well, there you go. You have 5 now.
Somebody put the Finding Nemo shark in the chat.
I'll
Okay.
I'll ask. Does anybody want to play Marco Polo while we're down here?
I'm down as long as I stay near Gary's sword.
I know that thing really wanted to eat me, man.
Yeah, he
What
did
did you
not
do
like
to
you. That's the first time I
it
don't
was
think I've gotten
actually
attacked once.
Vasily was the only one that had damaged, so it was just going to try to kill him to score a kill before he got sent back to hell. But
You know, I think
But
He
Cleric's
failed.
smart. Cleric knows dodge action.
he failed.
I'm like, I have 2 attacks going. I'm good. I can just dodge now.
In fairness, I think he missed you anyways.
yeah. I think
He had really bad rolls on that one.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
every one of those would have missed me even without it. Once I get Warcaster, I don't really care. Hit me.